want to show you how to remove this preload adjuster from a BSA. This is an Ultra SE action, but the R-10 action is pretty much identical. So is the Scorpion SE, the Scorpion T10, and various other variations on this shape. Right, the first thing you want to do is obviously make sure that the rifle's safe, clear, empty, no pellets. You don't need to remove the air for this, but if you want to, you can always dry fire it just to be extra safe. Right, you will need a 3mm Allen key, and there's no right place to start or wrong place to start, but basically I'm going to start with the bolt. You see, if I turn that, the bolt moves as well, so it's always a good idea just to keep a finger on it or your hand and then crack that off. These normally have some Loctite on them from the factory, so they can sometimes be quite tight, and if you don't hold it, you can obviously damage the bolt on the inside, the probe, so make sure you support the head of that to stop it from damaging the insides. Right, and then the next step I'm going to do, flat screwdriver, a decent flat screwdriver that'll fit in that slot. Remove that. These are sometimes Loctited in and can be quite difficult to remove sometimes. There we go. And then that 3mm Allen key again. You'll be able to see a little bolt in there. Right, and you can tap that, or if you've got a little pointy device, you can pop that out. Sometimes it's easier just to pop it out the back. It doesn't have to come all the way out, you just need to make sure it's clear. Right, now some of you, if you've had your rifle apart before, it'll look like this. If not, there is an anti-tamper plug in the back screw, and you need to basically get that out or drill a hole in it to be able to get access to the bolt below. And there's two bolts here. You don't need to remove both of them. You can remove that one and that one, and the whole trigger mechanism will lift off, or you can just remove the back one. Keep your finger over the adjuster, and then it'll pop out because it's under preload because of the hammer spring. Once you've got that out, you can then use the tool that I sell, which fits over this, and it comes with two bolts. And then you clamp the tool in the vise and loosen it off. I do have a separate video for that. Refitting this is basically just a reverse. This one has been off before, so obviously I can undo it by hand. Right, put that in, and let's just get that bolt out the way. Then pop that in. On the newer rifles, there's an M4 hole and an M5 hole. The M5 hole goes towards the trigger mechanism. On the older rifles, it's M5 both sides. Right, and then pop that in. Obviously you'll need to hold it with your finger because there's a spring in there. And what I tend to do is just put this in. I don't tighten it up just yet. I then turn this around and locate this screw again, putting pressure on there. If you tighten up one side before starting the other side, you can sometimes, it doesn't line up, and then you struggle to put the second bolt in. So I tend to tighten it up a bit, put the other one in, and tighten them both up. They don't need to be gorilla tight. And then you can pop the bolt back on. I'm trying to do this under the camera, which is making it look a bit awkward. You see I'm supporting the handle with my finger, and once I get it to where I want it, again still supporting it so that I'm not loading the probe on the inside, and then need to pop this in with a flat screwdriver. Don't screw this in tight, you literally just screw it until it's flush with the top of the scope rail. Yeah, you don't screw it all the way in, otherwise it'll just put a little clamp down on your bolt, and then you'll struggle to cock the rifle. But there we go, it's back together, and then you've now got access to the power adjuster so that you can make any adjustments you need to keep your rifle legal. Thank you.